Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Innerscope Hearing Technologies YouTube channel. Hope everyone is doing well. Once again, here with Matthew. How you doing, Matt?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Doing pretty good. So I want to start off by saying that first video has been gaining some really good traction. Looks like people are getting interested. People asking some questions. So we'll do a Q&A video coming up here soon. Getting into it. So we want to kind of get into what the company does now. We talked about you a lot in the last video, gave them your introduction, shared your passion for the industry and everything. But let's start this off by first kind of glossing over how you got involved here.
Yeah, so basically, kind of like what I mentioned in the first video, being third generation in the hearing industry, been growing up in my entire life. All aunts, uncles, grandparents are all in the industry, which is fantastic. And so what kind of where I really started was at age 12 or 13. I was in my parents' practice doing full-on direct mail, newspaper ads, basically marketing to the senior population on hearing devices. And so, I remember getting my first check for like $1,500 when I was like 12 or 13 years old. And because what I did is I did a commission setup. So, that's kind of where I really kind of started in the business per se. And really kind of riding that wave. At 18, graduated high school, started going to college, but wanted to work 40 hours a week. And, and Interscope actually started back in 2006 as an advertising agency within the industry, within the hearing industry for, B2B for private practices. And then we really wanted to morph into kind of helping, more and more people on a direct to consumer level. And so that's the reason why in 2012 we went, we kind of formed the corporation that is today. And then in 2016, 17, we decided to go public. Actually, we tried to go public for a few years, took us a little while. It was a self registration statement, so an S1. It was not a reverse merge or anything like this. We homegrowned it from ourselves. And so that's basically kind of how I kind of rose through the ranks a little bit with my parents' practice, and ultimately with my family, we became Interscope as a public company.
Perfect. Yeah, you guys really built it from the ground up then, didn't do any sort of reverse mergers, which, while quicker, can be a lot more messy.
Absolutely, you come with a lot of baggage, and so we really wanted to do it ourselves. Took a lot longer, took almost 2 years to make it happen, 2 3 years to make it happen. But 2021 is starting to make it worthwhile.
Yep. Good things seldom happen fast, but it looks like we're right on the cusp of the good times. So let's dive into the company a little more in terms of the products and everything. So what do you guys have and where can they be found?
Yeah. So basically, right now, our main core is hearing health products. We have a whole host of products ranging from direct to consumer hearing aids. We have direct to consumer personal sound amplifier products. We have hearing and tinnitus vitamins, tinnitus ringing of the ears. We have ancillary products like cleaning supplies for hearing aids and ear care, like cleaning out earwax. So we have a whole host of products, including CBD oil, which has actually been found to help the main two causes of tinnitus, ringing of the ears, which is stress and anxiety. And obviously, we all know CBD oil and helps with those two things. And that's been really, there's thousands of testimonials out there with CBD oil and tinnitus. So again, our focus is around hearing health products. Right now we have contracts with as a wholesaler with Walmart. We're on Amazon, Sears.com, Kmart.com, Newegg. We actually have a couple more contracts coming in place. Actually, technically, we've already signed them, but I can't release any public information about it. But I can say both these companies are on the New York Stock Exchange. One of them is on the top 25 list of the Fortune. And so we're moving pretty good. And in fact, I have a couple of samples here. This is one of our products right there. It's this one is called the Nexus. It's a fully rechargeable hearing device that is self-fitting, self-adjusting. You connect it to your iPhone or your Android. You can actually, with the app, program the device yourself. And in fact, and the great thing about this one is that we can actually, our audiologist in Sacramento, California, where we're based out of, we can actually dial in remotely through the cloud. We use AWS, and we actually can program the devices directly to the consumer's hearing loss, even further down. So we provide that little professional touch. So a
Yeah.
consumer can do all of their own programming, but the idea is that if they need, that 75-year-old or 70-year-old or even 55-year-old needs a little bit additional assistance, we
Mhm.
offer this at no additional charge. And that's
Wow.
basically our difference, because these products is about we're going to be retailing these for $1,500 and a set with the charger, with the telehealth service. And these devices normally would cost $6,000 at a local professional's office.
Nice.
So, that is, our objective is to provide direct to consumer hearing health products, premium products at affordable prices. That is that is basically our USP, our DNA.
Okay, man, those devices have came a long way since they first started coming out, haven't they?
They have, and in fact, a little other teaser fact is that in about a couple months time, we're going to have another huge advancement of actually streaming, that we're going to be able to stream music. We're going to be able to stream phone calls, all that from an Android and iPhone. We're actually in the process of getting that accredited. With Apple, you got to go through all this iOS certification and all that. So our technology partners are actually in that process right now, and we should have that done by June, July, no later than August. So it's essentially summer, and that's just going to add another premium level of products. That again, these products $6, 7, $8,000 a set, at a local professional's office, and ours are going to be well below 2,000 a set.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Not to stray too much, but I would say the ability to stream music and such would really help the younger generations who struggle with the stigma of having hearing aids, right? About to say that really offers an incentive for them to be like, okay, this isn't something I should be afraid of, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it really brings it to the next level. As it's not a hearing aid. I mean, yes, it is a hearing aid, but it's more of a communication device.
Mhm.
It's a entertainment device. It is a medical device. I mean, these are registered as an FDA Class 2 medical device. These aren't PSAPs. We do offer PSAPs, which are that are streaming capabilities. We have a neck loop that is similar to the Bose neck loop that is hearing, that is a self-fitting, self-adjusting, personal sound amplifying product. That's at 350. So we do have a lot of products in different price points, to kind of really give the consumer the options. So it gets beyond the affordability, the stigma, by offering these type of advancements, that these aren't your grandfather's hearing aids. I mean, this is new technology that we're bringing to the masses, and in affordable prices, and getting it outside of the traditional private practice brick and mortar. I mean, it's not the private practice's fault the hearing aids are so expensive. It's just that you have to add in the labor costs, the brick and mortar costs, the utilities. You add in all those costs, and combined, they have to beef up the price point a little bit,
Yeah.
to make that happen. So that's what we're doing, is skipping the middleman and offering basically manufacturer direct pricing directly to the consumers.
It really sounds like you guys have a great plan for 2021. You guys got advancements coming, partnerships coming. You guys have an edge with the prices. Man, you really answered just about everything I want to talk to today, except for one other thing, which was what are the roles you play on a day to day? Like tell us what you do with your time there.
Yeah, so basically these days is I'm in direct communication with the VPs and directors of probably pretty much every major retailer in the country, through emails, through phone calls, video chats, planning the distribution, planning our next technology. I'm on the phone with our suppliers from all around the world. I mean, we have suppliers from South Korea, China, Israel, Japan, UK, India. We have so many technology partners all around the world that I basically bring all this technology together so that we can bring it to the masses. And so that's basically, by doing that, with my time, talking with investors, investment bankers, Wall Street individuals. I mean, it is basically a full-time job, just being the sales force, the technology, it's basically the chief technology officer, chief investment officer. I mean, it's all hands on deck, and we're humming along as best and fast we can at this point.
Yeah, it sounds like you're wearing a lot of hats on a day-to-day basis, fulfilling a lot of roles.
It does. I have a good support staff, but with everything that's going on, I want to make sure that we get it right, and make sure that we can launch our products on time, launch it with the correct partnerships, and really push this thing forward. So I mean, I'm getting my hands dirty and making sure this happens.